Good morning, guys. It is Monday. Motorhome Monday. Right, before we start with the questions, got a few things to deal with. First and foremost, as you can probably hear, it's raining. Dennis has been a little bit of a menace. Had to get that in. Yeah, so I've been trying to film this for the last couple of days. Spoiler alert, it's not Monday. It's Sunday night. It's Sunday morning, sorry. And it just will not stop raining, and it will not stop going. So yeah, there's a little bit of rain. I'll try and sort it out in editing. Hopefully you can hear me as best as possible. And as we're talking about Storm Dennis, you can see behind me I'm parked next to a block of flats to protect myself from the wind and falling trees. I'm visiting a friend at the moment. I was helping him out with some videos yesterday, and yeah, so I parked around the corner from his, but this is where I'm parked in the car park of a flats. So I'm real urban. So that's the first thing I want to say. And next one I want to do a shout out to, now I'm going to butcher your name, not the Mark part, but Mark McCulloch. I hope I'm saying that right, and I apologise if I'm saying it wrong. He left an amazing comment. I really appreciate it, mate, and I'm really glad that you're getting something from the videos. And if you ever want to send me an email or anything, or any of you lads want to send me an email, just you know, it'll be in the description. Feel free to email me anytime. Really appreciate the comment. Cheers, guys. Next thing, end of the month, Wingfest tickets go on sale. That's Wingfest as in chicken wings. I think it's in July, but 28th of this month they go on sale. So I'll put a link to their page. I haven't been yet. This will be the first year I'm going, and I am going to be going. Cannot wait. Chicken wings, baby. Right. A few more things. I need questions for van life couples. What would you like me to ask a van life couple? Because next week I'm going to be at the Motorhome show, and I'm going to do a Motorhome Monday special with special guests. John and Tash. So any questions you got, they've been on the road for a year now, in their motorhome. So it's not a converted van, they've got the motorhome like me, but they're obviously a couple. They've got cats, they're travelling here, there and everywhere. So any questions you want me to throw at them, and make them some real difficult ones. Let's make them squirm, shall we? Yeah, drop them in the comments below, and then I'll get them to them, ready for the special episode coming up. Along with that, questions, I'm going to do a little chat with Steve from Britstops when I'm at the NEC. So any questions you've got about Britstops, drop them in the comments. I'm going to have a chat with him, so we'll talk about Britstops, van life, and travelling around the country and things and bits and bobs. So yeah, anything you want to know, drop them in the comments. Anything you want me to do or see at the NEC, again, comments going to be rammed today. Drop them down there, or send me an email so I can make sure I go see that thing or go talk to that person. That'll be good. And last two things, a lot of people have been asking for an intro, a Motorhome Monday's intro or theme tune. Now I have no idea where to go with that. I have no idea where to run with that. So, well, I'm just saying that there's a lot of people asking for it, but I don't know what to do with that. And lastly, I am getting so many requests for stickers. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put details in the description below, and then they're going to be on my website once that goes live, which should be next week. A bit late. I haven't had time to do much to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sell them. Dun, dun, dun. This is a bit where people start either going, yeah, that's cool, or, oh, no, hey, don't like that. But if you ever meet me at shows, meetups, in the street, random car parks, wherever, like of services or something, random car parks, that sounds dodgy as hell. Stickers are free. I'll give out stickers all day long to people I meet. And if I meet you and I haven't got a sticker on me, fine, just I'll send you a sticker for free. But as I'm getting so many requests and the channel's going quite big now, I'm going to charge, because there's going to be a few stickers in there, because I've got more stickers being made, not just the one that I've got here. I've got more being made. So there's going to be a few in there, but I'm just going to do £5 in PayPal, and then with your address, and then I'll pop them out in the post to you. So if anyone wants them, feel free to do that way. If you want to just bump into me and get them for free, even better, because then we get to have a chat. You get to see this. I know you want to see this. Right, that's all of that sorted. Let's crack on with the questions, shall we? As you work nights and park during the day, would you still use the same park-ups for overnight parking? Yeah, pretty much. I do think I have a little bit easier, because obviously people are at work during the day, so I get to have their space because they're at work. I'll get to park in the street that they would park in. So probably a bit easier, because at night time, majority of people don't work nights, so they're back home taking all the spaces. So I am going to do a nighttime park up, where I'm going to deliberately go out and try and find a parking space at about 9 o'clock at night or something, and see if I can find a park up then. The automatic places at night would be to go to an industrial estate, because they'll be dead, and that's the easy way. But I want to see if I can find somewhere else at night time, like I was finishing work at 7 o'clock or something, and I've just done a few bits and then I'm going to park like a normal person, but I'm not normal. So yeah, I will park wherever I park. I would try and park in the same spots. Just might be a bit difficult with actual physical parking. Do your safe fill bottles work in Europe? Yes, I haven't specifically tried them. I've not been over to Europe, but there are safe fill do the European adapters, because they've got different guns over there, so you just can get the adapters from them. They screw in and then lock in, and safe fill do them. Now safe fill, I think a lot of people ask where I'll get the safe fill bottles. Just go to their website, and then they've got the locations. It's safefill.co.uk, and then they'll tell you where to go. Along with the LPG is, do you use an app for finding LPG stations? Now there is an app out there, I think it's called LPG Finder, or it has got them all listed, but it's not the most up-to-date of apps. So you want to find the one that's got LPG, and then go on Google, type the name of the petrol station, and give them a call, or go on Street View, see if there's the LPG still on the sign, because some of them have removed them. So you want to just don't travel 20 miles and then go, oh, it's not there. Try and do a bit of research before you go with one that you found, because you don't want to be doing that. You will be not happy. Have you ever looked into methods of harvesting rainwater for your water supply? Yes, I have. And this is Chris from STJ Motorhomes. He's done everything I've ever asked of my crazy ideas, doing things and bits and bobs. Apart from one thing, because I said I wanted it, and he felt that I didn't put enough thought into it, which I am ever so grateful for. That he didn't, just because he said, I'm not going to start drilling holes in the side of your motorhome and putting water through the walls when we haven't really fleshed out the idea. So my idea was, it was along with there's a guy in America, in Canada. He wears the purple glasses. What's his name? I don't know, but he done one. So basically, there was a cup on the side of the wall, and there'll be guttering on the top. All comes down, goes in the cup, and I was going to have it so it comes in here and then down the wall like a water tube, comes inside the motorhome and down straight into the water tank, and then use the water just for showering and cooking. And there'd be inline filter, but I know we get a lot of rain, and I know I'm saying this now, and we've had floods lately, the past couple of months. The country's had floods. But on the whole, we don't get that much rain that often. We get lots of little bits, but it's not enough to really fill up a tank, I don't believe. And yeah, I just kind of moved away from the idea. I think you can do it, but then you've got to make sure you filter it correctly, because it's coming off the roof. There are other ways you do it. If you was on a camp, if you was camping wild in Scotland or something for a week, and you could go fill it up out there, or you could put a tarpaulin up and then run the tarpaulin into a bucket or something. Again, all has to be filtered to make sure it's safe. So yeah, I've looked into it, but not done anything. This is a funny one. I've got a recipe for a sprout casserole if you want it. You can stick that where the sun don't shine. sprout casserole. Yeah, that's the devil's work. That is the devil's work. Do you know what really winds me up? Really, this is going off tangent here. Really winds me up. I'm just thinking, when I see them posts or them recipes with bacon and Brussels sprouts, I mean, that pig, it did not want to live with it. End up with a stinking Brussels sprout. I mean, poor pig. Really, it's not the way bacon should end up, man. It's not the way bacon should end up. Should end up just on a plate, wrap round cheese or wrap round more meat. That's it. Not with Brussels sprouts. Leave it out, people. Leave it out. Whew. Little Brussels sprout bacon rant. Oh yes. Right, brain's getting harder. I need to talk quicker. When you stay outside your friends and family's homes, do you plug into shore power and do you sleep in their house? No, I don't plug into shore power. I haven't plugged into shore power for like 2+ years, 2.5 years, something like that. 2 years. And no, I'm currently like I said, around the corner from a friend's right now. His house is around there. He said, you can more welcome. We can set up a spare bed for you, a sofa or whatever you want. And I was like, no, I've got my house. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. And he's like, no, really, come on. And I'm like, no, I've got my house. I'm fine. My mum's learned not to ask that question now because she knows I've got my own place. I've got my own comforts. I've got my own, you know. So she's even learned if I go see her, she just won't ask because she knows the answer. Right. Why did you decide to make videos for YouTube? I've done a video on this. I'll link it below of when I said thanks to Stuart and Rich and John. Stuart was the one that said, oh, you know, you've done all this, you've got this experience, you should share it with everyone, so come on, let's do it. So I thought, yeah, why not? And I like keeping, like, it's like a diary really for the future. You know, you can always look back on things, can't you, what you did, and it's just, you've got the capability of recording, and why not? You know, even if you're not going to watch it, and even if you're not going to publish it, someone might want to watch it in the future. But once that moment's gone, adios amigos. When you mentioned you had a spare wheel and jack, have you tested the jack to make sure it lifts a motorhome? Yes, I have, and I tested it in pretty unruly conditions. When I went to camp off grid with Campervan Tales, with Darryl and Keith, I got stuck in the mud, and I got stuck so bad that we had to got the jack out, put some wood under it, and then lifted the wheel on one side, dug the wheel out, put some wood under it to get that, and then done the other side. So yeah, in them conditions, and it was squashing down with the wood was doing its best, but yeah, it did lift the motorhome. So it will lift it on concrete and tarmac. So yeah, but good tip, because if you've got all your stuff in it and you are quite, you know, heavy, then you want to make sure that you can lift your motorhome to do a wheel change. And lastly, have you thought about carrying a small motorbike or scooter on the back of your motorhome like some people do? I have thought about that. Again, you've got to think about weight, and I've got the back box at the moment. I am got playing with ideas of maybe trying to condense all the stuff that's in the back box to either not needing it or to put it inside the motorhome, and then maybe putting a bicycle on the back, and then you know, making myself even buffer, doing a bit of bike riding. Or it'll be an electric bike and I'll just be cruising. Right, that is all the questions this week. And like I say, there are tons of things I want you to comment on. Shove them in the comments below. Thanks for all the comments, questions and love you've been sending me. And yeah, like I say, drop everything you want to know in there, and I will see you next week. Love you all, guys. Take it easy. Bye.